Hey, and welcome to Fallen SMP Base Showcase. The series is just going to be us showing off people's bases and asking them a few questions. So yeah, let's meet today's base owners.
Alright, so I'm JBill. I've played this server for ever since this season, so since December. And the only thing that we've been doing basically is this build.
My name's Italiks. I started playing just a few weeks after JBill did. We had the plan for this build a while ago, a while before we started the build. And we wanted to find a good server to do it on, and Fallen seemed like a great choice, so yeah.
Alright, so as you start over here, we have like this inner wall. This is like the most prestige area. It's still not quite finished, but it's almost finished. So here's like the main gatehouse and stuff. And then
This is our banner. You'll see these colors repeating a lot. The orange to red gradient, the blacks and whites and everything like that. This is the bridge. It goes across the main housing area for all the prestigious citizens. We're going to build more of these houses, a lot more of these houses. And this main area under the bridge will be basically a giant garden. Might be a hedge maze, larger than this one. It's going to all be filled with plants and flowers and cool benches and pathways and stuff like that.
And this right here is the main palace. And as you can see, this whole build, this inner build, took a ton of quartz to make. But luckily we have an emerald farm set up to help us with that.
Gardens for the palace, and then a little watchtower up here that the people can look out over their kingdom from, I guess.
All our essential enchantments except our Unbreaking dude died.
Yeah.
So we decided to put more iron golems in here, and then here.
But behind this, these are all of our quartz villagers. So every single one of these villagers has a 1 emerald for 1 block of quartz trade, and we just use the emerald farm. We get a ton of emeralds, trade all of that. We can get about 3.5 stacks per reset, and the villagers reset about twice a day. So it's a pretty steady source of quartz. So we don't have to mine in the nether or anything like that.
Solomon's cathedral.
It's to Solomon, yeah. Solomon is our lord. We've yet to. Yeah, he isn't here yet. He hasn't appeared to us, but he should soon. Down here, there's a private path into the this house, which is supposed to be sort of the trade master's house. It's probably one of the most prestigious houses, as in it's smaller than some of the others, but it has its own private garden, the private path to the cathedral, and also only one family or one person would be living here rather than like 2 or 3 on top of each other in these other houses. So
project I recently worked on.
Yeah, this is almost all JBill.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically the private docks. Well, not the private docks, but the merchant docks. So and then we're gonna have like a crappy one out there for like the low lives.
Yeah, we have 2 ships built right now. We're planning on building 2 more.
Yeah.
You might be able to tell if you play the game, but both of these ships are modeled after ships from Sea of Thieves. So this is the sloop and this is the brigantine.
And there's a mini market down here.
Yeah, just
as well. And
section that I like the most.
Yeah. And
so all of this essentially is going to be filled with houses. Every inch until the Dark Oak Forest is going to be filled with houses and cities and stuff like that. This is a kind of sneak peek of what we were doing here. I built this before a lot of the houses on the inside. And it's the reason we decided to kind of like stop and switch over the design a little bit. Was because I really liked the feel of these houses rather than the feel of the houses that were already inside. They're a lot taller and steeper. It's a lot more disorganized. It's going to feel really tight as soon as I get houses on the other side of the street. It's going to feel really enclosed, and you're going to have stuff hanging between the houses and maybe plants crawling up the sides and stuff like that. But these are just the basic forms of all the houses. I'm hoping to have a really big tower here, almost taller than the walls over there. That's going to look out all over the city, and you can get a really good vantage point of what's going on in here. But there's going to be roads disconnecting off from here, so there's houses along these roads too.
What was the inspiration for your base?
I think I can take this one. A lot of the inspiration came from a build that we did a long time ago. We had a big quartz wall about the size of this inner wall here, that we had enclosing a big palace with a little village inside, and it was a long time ago, so it wasn't the best build ever, but it was a lot of fun to make, and it was one of the last builds that me and JBill built together. So when we came back and we decided to join a Minecraft server again and we wanted to start playing Minecraft again, we had the idea to remake that build and make it into something way better and really show our true building experience in this format of a build where our building skills have advanced so much. But throughout the build, a lot of experience has also come from places like building with F-Whip, building with BOO. Some JRCraft has inspired me to do some of the tiered system that the build has currently, that you can see down in the main living areas down there. So yeah, it's a lot of.
What is the main theme of your base?
It's kind of a mix between like somewhat fantasy and medieval. Like a steampunk medieval is kind of what we have going on.
Yeah, the use of quartz is the main aspect of the build. It's where it all began. It's the idea that we had of building a quartz city, and obviously we couldn't do all that because I don't think it would really look good. It kind of looks like an asylum if everything's made out of quartz. But if you make just the palace and the walls out of quartz, the inner walls, mix it in with some good other blocks like dark oak and spruce, it looks really good. So that's our main inspiration from it.
Were all the materials for your base hard to obtain? And what materials were mainly used the most?
Yeah.
Very.
If not for the villagers, we would never have been able to do any of this.
And I've spent stacks and stacks of diamonds buying from other players on the server, just spruce wood and all other woods with the help of Ethan pitching in as well. So because this build has like a ton of wood in it, as you can see.
How long did your base take to make? And if not done, do you think there's still a lot of time before it is finished?
Yeah, so we started this base in December. We planned out basic areas. It's always changing. It looked kind of weird when we started, so we're always changing it. But from December till now, we've basically been pretty active on this server and always building. And as we said before, we're probably not even halfway done with this build. So I would assume that it's going to take another couple months, maybe 3 or 4.
Has building this base been the most fun / biggest base you guys have worked on?
I would personally say yes.
Yeah, it's definitely the biggest we've built. Probably the most fun too. Yeah, I really like building stuff that's out of my comfort zone. And this is not that. I'm really comfortable with building medieval. So I've had some more fun on other builds, but I think as in a continuous stream of fun. I've never really gotten bored of this build very much. It's always just been like taking breaks. It's probably the most consistent build that we've ever done.
Yeah, this is way out of my comfort zone. I'm usually like really good at modern builds and stuff, and like futuristic and all that stuff, but this is new to me and it's really fun.
Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching all the way through. If you haven't already, please follow Fallen SMP on Instagram and on TikTok. It is just at Fallen SMP. And yeah, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See ya.